Hello everyone, my name is Gina Frescus and I will be presenting today choosing the right location and layout for Chapter 14. A definition of a location. A location is a particular place that has a natural setting which is designated for a situation of occupancy. A location has several opportunities, whether it is for a business investment or living arrangements of a home. A location comes in different structural sizes and different geographical areas, so there is so much to look at and so much to choose from. So now that brings us to looking at choosing the right location and layouts for an entrepreneur business. Choosing the right location comes in layers of research. A source of competitive advantages. There are many different types of entrepreneur businesses that provide a service. And depending on the nature of the entrepreneur business, that will determine the choice of location. Location for an entrepreneur is a process that involves several steps in choosing the correct business location. Business location will determine a future growth and give a company the competitive edge. Competitive edge is when an entrepreneur has grit, which stands apart from other organizations by delivering a high-quality service for the product and goods for an appropriate price. Researching a location. A business location is the most important decision. Therefore, lots of planning and research needs to be completed for this process. So what goes into this research and planning for an entrepreneur business to be successful? It begins with the passion of what you want to serve and produce. Once you know the product, you need to identify where you want to be successful at, as in a location. We need to keep in mind that consumers should be first when deciding on a location, because they are the consumer, and as a business, we need to accommodate that need. An accommodation to the consumer is to be easily friendly to find that location. Thoughts to keep in mind in researching a location is that the business needs to be in a geographical area that would include being near a city, near highways, also the weather condition. Will you be purchasing or leasing the building, or will it be a new facility that will need to be built? The infrastructure and regulations of the town will need to be researched as well. There are many questions to be considered when researching a business location. It begins with what product the entrepreneur will provide to have a better idea on a business location. Then the research layers come into place. As one of the most successful businesses, as we all know today, is Disneyland and Disney World. As Walt Disney had already established Disneyland in California back in 1955, he was well aware of his product and knew he was outgrowing this area. He needed to expand this business to fulfill his vision and goals. Therefore, in 1963, Walt Disney did his research on different geographical areas that would include good weather for the area, lots of land that he would eventually outgrow. The new location would need to be near cities and close to highways and roads. He had flown over to Central Florida in his private plane and noticed several acres of swampland that offered lots of space and was everything he needed for a new business location. The 30,000 acre of land he purchased for Disney World came at a bargain price, for which all businesses need to keep in mind that selecting a location needs to be reasonable and affordable to the startup costs of the business. Choosing the city. A key potential for successful entrepreneur businesses is researching the city. As I had mentioned earlier, the success of Walt Disney's business was location of the city where he became successful in his second location. There are many different ways in researching the layers of finding that successful city. There are some resources that can be utilized in a research. You can hire a professional site selection agency to assist you in your research, but keep in mind that this is a cost to the business. A realtor in the area can also be a resource that can be utilized, or you can just simply do your own research by looking up the information with a simple click of your computer. In any of the research, you should always take advantage of the U.S. Census Bureau of the city. This is a wealth of information that provides proper information of the population, the lifestyle, and the overall city's economy, which would include taxes, wages, and who would be your competition in the area. Research. Other things to consider for a location is that an entrepreneur, you want your business to be attractive to the area. And by doing so, you want to have the availability, good parking for your customers, along with being around other attractive business that would help your business. The business location needs to be an entrance friendly with good signage and lighting. The exteriors and interior colors need to have an impressive look to attract a crowd. Appearance makes a difference, along with meeting compliance codes for any of the ADA, American with Disabilities, along with other building compliance. Neighborhood locations are other stores that surround the area that may be your business partner or competitors, so it is important to know who will be your future neighbors. In looking at location, there are new beginnings for different types of locations that work with different amount of populations. They are shopping centers, malls, the community shopping centers, power centers, theme or festival centers, and there are also the outlet centers that are discounted at a good rate. In closing, choosing the right location, as we learned today, is an important part of making an entrepreneur business successful. With that success comes with dedication, research, being the best, and having a passion to get the job done. Thank you for your time, and you all have a great day.